So make sure you're updating the tracker, which can be found on the CubeFit Slack page. Update that with your classes from the past 2 weeks. And then just a reminder that next week on Thursday, we've got our final webinar on the bench press. So don't miss that one. And as always, we record all of our webinars so you can find them on our YouTube channel if you missed it. All right, let's go ahead and do a nice full body stretch to lead us into the weekend. So take a step away from your desk for me, and we're going to take it to a wide stance to start. So feet about wider than shoulder width, toes facing forward, and we're going to start with a nice deep breath in. Go ahead and bring those arms up to the sky. Once you get up there, clasp the hands together and reach, really try to elongate the spine. And then exhale, release those arms, bring it back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhaling nice and deep. Expanding that diaphragm, reach. And exhale, let it all go. Last time, big deep breath in. Arms come up. And we're going to stay here and slowly lean to one side. So I'm going to drop one arm and take the other arm up and over, keeping my chest upright. I like to support my upper body by placing my hand on the outer leg here. And I'm really trying to reach and lengthen the right side of the body here. Feel free to relax your eyes, try to breathe through this side stretch. Good, and reminder not to lock out your knees here. Try to keep a slight bend in the knees. We want to keep that blood flowing throughout the whole body. Good. I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to lower the chest towards the ground. Okay, so now our chest is facing that same leg. And I'm walking my hands down towards my feet. Now, depending on your flexibility, maybe you just place your hands on your thigh and maybe you feel that stretch in the hamstring. You can hold it there. But if your flexibility allows for it, go ahead and walk the hands down as far as you can. Trying to keep that leg pretty straight there. You should feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. Maybe even down towards the calf. Good. In through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Good. Try to release the neck too here. Try not to hold any tension in that neck. So shake the head yes, shake the head no. Very good. Now we're going to slowly walk both hands to the other leg. Okay, staying where you were. Maybe your hands were on your thigh, or if you were down towards the floor, stay there. Again, keeping the legs straight. Now we're focusing on the back of the leg on the other side. Release that neck for me. Couple more deep breaths, and then we'll take it back to that side stretch. Good. Big, deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly start to lift and take that left arm up and over. Again, chest is facing me. Elongating that left side of the body now. Really try to reach as far as you can. And see if you can reach a little bit further. Last couple of breaths here. Exhale, take it back up to standing position. Keep your feet where they are. We're going to stay in this wide stance. And we're going to take it into a groin stretch. Now we're going to make this dynamic. So we're slowly moving through this stretch. But I want you to bend one leg while you keep that other leg nice and straight. And your hips should be going back and down as that leg bends. And I almost want you to sit into this stretch so you feel that inner thigh. You feel it in that groin of the straight leg. You might have to mess around with it a little bit until you feel it. 1 more. 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5 more. 6 more. 7 more. 8 more. 9 more. 10 more. 11 more. 12 more. 13 more. 14 more. 15 more. 16 more. 17 more. 18 more. 19 more. 20 more. 21 more. 22 more. 23 more. 24 more. 25 more. 26 more. 27 more. 28 more. 29 more. 30 more. 31 more. 32 more. 33 more. 34 more. 35 more. 36 more. 37 more. 38 more. 39 more. 40 more. 41 more. 42 more. 43 more. 44 more. 45 more. 46 more. 47 more. 48 more. 49 more. 50 more. 51 more. 52 more. 53 more. 54 more. 55 more. 56 more. 57 more. 58 more. 59 more. 60 more. 61 more. 62 more. 63 more. 64 more. 65 more. 66 more. 67 more. 68 more. 69 more. 70 more. 71 more. 72 more. 73 more. 74 more. 75 more. 76 more. 77 more. 78 Feel free to use your desk here as well, or your chair, to kind of take some of that tension out of the legs. Because again, this is a stretch, not an exercise. Good. And as you get into this stretch a little bit more, you can increase that range of motion. See if you can get a little bit lower. Again, feel free to utilize your desk or your chair for support. Good. One more on each side. And then we are done with the upper body. So go, or lower body, sorry, shake it out for me. We're going to transition into the upper body up next. So just start out with some shoulder rolls for me. Rolling the shoulders all the way up and around and down in the back. Good. I want you to pretend you've got pencils sticking out the sides of your shoulders and you're trying to draw a nice perfect circle, which is very challenging. Go ahead and reverse directions. Good. And then go ahead and roll those shoulders back and down, set them in place, keep that chest open. We're going to cross one arm over, hook the other arm under, and pull that arm back, taking it into a nice shoulder stretch. You should feel it in the outer shoulder of that straight arm. Now, really important here that you're not allowing those shoulders to creep up to your ears. So really pull them down. Think about pulling the shoulder blades back towards your back pockets, pulling them down as much as you can. Good. Watch your lower body here. We just stretched out all of those muscles. So try not to pop into one hip. Keep an even stance for me. Toes facing forward, feet about shoulder width apart. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and switch it. Other arm comes across, hook under, and pull back. Again, think about driving the shoulder blades down as much as you can. This is another active stretch, so really think about driving that arm towards the back as much as you can. Good. Last deep breath in. And exhale, release it. Now we're going to stretch out the back of the arms, the tricep. So bring one arm up and over, placing it on your upper back. You're going to take the other arm, grab onto that elbow, and then start to pull that arm down your back as much as you can. Now, really important here in this stretch that you're not arching your back like this, okay? Tuck the tailbone under for me. And then squeeze those glutes and keep the core nice and tight so that we're keeping that spine nice and neutral. Good. We're stretching that tricep muscle that runs in the back of the arm, from the shoulder all the way to the elbow. Good. When you're ready on that next exhale, you can go ahead and release it. We'll switch sides. So same thing, place that arm on your upper back, grab onto that elbow, and then pull the arm down as much as you can. You're going to feel this stretch all the way in the tricep and then into the shoulder a little bit as well. You might even feel it in your lat muscles, which are behind the armpit. Good. Couple more deep breaths for me. Good. Last inhale and exhale, release it. Shake out those arms. Last thing we're going to do is a cat and cow, standing cat and cow. So go ahead and reach your arms in front of you. I like to clasp my hands together in the front. And then I'm just going to round the spine as much as I can. So I'm tucking the tailbone under and I'm reaching my arms away from my body. My shoulder blades are separating in the back. And you should feel a nice stretch in that upper back. And then we're going to reverse it. So bring those arms back behind you. Try to arch the back, open up the chest. You can lift that chin up towards the sky. Clasp the hands together if you can. If not, just reach for me. Good. We're going to do both of those one more time. Exhale, bring those arms back to the front, clasp them together and reach. Tuck the tailbone under, round that spine, tuck the chin, pull those shoulder blades apart. And exhale, bring those arms back behind you, reach or clasp, open up that chest, lift the chin. And exhale, let it all go. Thank you guys so much for joining on this lovely Friday. Hope you have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.